George.
Demetrious Johnson.
Keeping it 100 with the big fella just like me. The truth, what he tell you.
Demetrious Johnson.
Looking out for the community and the kids. It's the big fella, man. You know who he is.
Demetrious Johnson.
So hot, so hot. Hey Detroit.
So hot, so hot, so hot. Demetrious Johnson.
Detroit, you're now in tune with the sound of Mark Lang, and the show starts now. Hey Detroit. Hey Detroit. Hey Detroit.
Good evening, Detroit. Welcome to the Demetrious Johnson Show. The big fella hanging out with the coach. What up, Coach?
What up, D?
How you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Running hard and running fast. It's that time of year.
As long as they can't catch you, Playboy, we all good. I'm happy to have
Yes,
on our
sir.
show tonight, big dog. My man, Blind City. What up, Blind City?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, fellas?
I'm good, man. You know what? Now we know we're going to have a hell of a show tonight, folks. We got my man, The City, coming on. And once again, we're going to be recognizing a black business in Detroit. And we got a good one. I look forward to the one that we got. This young lady's going to be coming up shortly talking about, she got What Up, Doe Sports Apparel. What Up, Doe? I like that. What Up, Doe Sports Apparel. That's kind of cool, man. What up, Doe? What do you think about that, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah, man. So that's kind of catchy, man.
What up, Doe? Isn't that kind of slick? You know, what up, Doe? I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm really excited about our show tonight. We got Blind City going to be talking. We're going to have a candid conversation. Let me just kind of break down the lineup we're going to have. We got my girl, Sable. My girl, Sable, is in Houston. And she's going to come on. She's going to talk about what's going on in Houston and, you know, all that stuff. Because, I mean, folks, that's a bad situation in Houston, man. It is really bad. Really, really bad in Houston. So what we're going to do, we're going to be talking about that with her. And then come up at the 8 o'clock hour, folks, we're going to have my girl, Dr. Adria Boyles. She's going to come on. Oh, man. She's that, you know, we always have men therapists on the show that that we talk to, but we don't never get that perspective. We never get that perspective from the thing. Hey, man, let's do this. Can we call this lady night? Can we call this one night? Hey, one day we ain't gonna take them calls from ladies. JC and City, I'm just gonna do a lady night deal real soon. I am not gonna take no calls but from ladies. So if we don't get any calls, we don't get any calls. But it's gonna be all dedicated to ladies. Because you know what? We always dominating, right? Excuse me. We always dominating, and we don't always give our ladies an opportunity to voice their opinion. Because I'm telling you, what I like about Detroit, man, they have some strong opinion women up there. You know what I'm saying, Coach? What are your thoughts on that, man?
Well, you know, you look at, you know, in Detroit, and particularly in that area, you know, you look at a lot of what they call them now, boss ladies, man. A lot of women are doing great things, and a lot of women of color are stepping up to the plate, whether it's in their families or whether it's in business, man. And so, you know, and just to be fair to women, black women of color have always had a lot to say. Sometimes we just don't listen. You know what I mean? So I like the fact that you're saying that, you know, pretty soon we're going to have an all-ladies segment. That'll be pretty cool.
All ladies. What do you think about that, City?
And I think that's dynamite, man. I think it's dynamite, man. Detroit, you know, they stand strong down there. I met a young lady from Detroit that came to St. Louis, man, and I met her, man, and she was, you know, just as assertive as I was.
Yeah, you know, and then what was my girl name? Was it Gina? Was it Gina? Was that her name, Jimmy, who called last week? Who we were talking about the dancing for a man and all that stuff. Was that her name?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Gina, make sure
something close to that. She'll call in. Yeah, she'll call in.
It was something like that. I can't remember, but I want her to give us a call again. Let's talk about what's going on, man. The vaccine. You know, maybe I know, JC, you've taken the shot already, right? You've taken phase 1.
Yes, I take my last dose on Friday. I take my last one on Friday. I take my last dose on Friday. You know, I can't say that I had any issues. You know what I mean? I understand that this last dose They said it tends to be a little more hard on your body and that type of thing.
Okay, DJ, I got Nina ready to go and Sylvia is ready too.
Cool.
First one was pretty smooth. You know what I mean? It was pretty smooth.
Okay. Well, you let me know how
I
you
didn't have
feel.
any issues.
If one of your toes fall off, Playboy, let me know. Just call me.
I got you.
It don't matter what time you call me, Playboy. Just call me and let me know. I
got
listened
you.
to Totem this morning. Hey man, but let's do this.
I got you.
Let's do this. Let's go ahead and switch on over real quick, man, and go and recognize our business in Detroit, man. And let me bring my girl on from What Up Doe Sports Apparel. Let me bring my girl Nina Clark on. Nina, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. What up, y'all?
What up, Doe? I like that. What up, Doe Sports Apparel, man?
What up, y'all?
You got to give me. You know what, Nina? Let me say this before we get down to your business. I got to give me the big fella T-shirt. You got to give me a big fella
That
T-shirt.
sounds good to me. I got you.
Can you do a big fella T-shirt for me?
Absolutely.
Well, let's do this. Let's talk about What Up Doe Sports Apparel. Before I say that, let me thank my man Mellow Mike, who helped identify you, and he thought that you were so awesome. And you know what? Let me tell you. Let me just say this. We're different from your other Detroit shows up there, and I attend the Superstation, but we keep it real. We come with real flavor, and we like real people. And my man Mellow Mike say Nina Clark is real people with What Up Doe Sports Apparel.
And so is he.
So talk
A
about your
good
company.
guy.
Good. Talk about your company for me.
What Up Doe Apparel is first of all, What Up Doe is a Detroit slang.
Yes.
So what we try to do, myself and my two sons, are represent Detroit in a positive manner where everybody love to see it when they come in the store. We have hoodies, we have shirts, hats, a little bit of everything. We started in 2018, and things are just going real good. You know, everybody loves it.
So how long you been in business again?
We've been in business since the end of 2018.
Oh, wow, that's great. And where's your business located?
We are located at 28630 Southfield Road, and that's in Lathrop Village, in the Metro Detroit.
So we're speaking with Nina Clark. She's the owner and founder of What Up Doe. What made you decide to go into this business? I know you say you and your two sons. What spurred that motivation, though?
Okay, so I was volunteering.
Hey, DJ, cut your mic up a little bit for me.
And they needed someone to be in charge of T-shirts and fundraising and that type of stuff. So never been working with shirts or anything like that. And I honestly feel like God just was giving me some direction. So I started there, raised over $6,000 for the school football team, and so they could have banquets and get apparel and stuff like that. And I saw something there. I also do nails, but we'll talk about that. But I wanted to do nails and have some type of apparel in my store.
So this is you started What Up Doe Sports Apparel because you was at one of your kids' function and doing a fundraiser.
I was fundraising for the school for his football team, and my part of the team moms was T-shirts.
Okay.
And from that, I knew that I was opening up a nail salon, and I wanted to do something else, you know. So shirts came to mind, of course, because I was already kind of a little, you know, involved in ordering and sizing and stuff like that. And I always say, "What up, though?" You know, so that just kind of worked hand in hand.
Wow. And how have you been enjoying the business so far?
Actually, it's been a great learning experience. I do have my master's degree in business management, but just working with people and putting my degree to work with dealing with the accounting perspective and But the best part is the joy of working with the people. People referring us and somebody calling me saying, I saw somebody at the grocery store that was like, that's Nina brand, and just doing vendor events and stuff. People love to see, they see it and just smile, especially our Detroit people that live out of state. They just love to wear the apparel they order, and, it's just a very positive feedback. So I definitely enjoy it.
We're speaking with Nina Clark, and she's with What Up Doe Sports Apparel in Detroit. I tell you, man, I get fired up when I hear particularly African-American folks, black folks, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we feel that we can't do it unless a white person tells us we can do it. And I think that's the most ridiculous stuff that we can ever assume. And
you right.
and then being a strong black woman, getting your thing on, and then got your sons involved. That's what it's all about, in making a whole, movement of a generation of people to do better. And I can appreciate that, Nina.
Absolutely, absolutely. I worked in the industry doing insurance, underwriting and stuff, and I didn't love it. I couldn't stand getting up, going to work every day. But what I will say is working for myself is such a joy. And just being able to connect with different people, different black businesses, and network together, and just try to keep the ball rolling for us. That part is a great, great thing, teaming up with other black businesses.
Well, hey, if anybody want to get in contact with you and come and see your store, how can they do that?
Okay, well, our Instagram page is It's a Detroit Slang. What up, though? It's a Detroit Slang. Our phone number is 810-986-8654. And again, our address is 28630 Southfield Road in Lathrop Village. We're right off of Southfield Road in 12 Mile. And, we have a little bit of everything for your babies, for your toddlers, for you, your husband, your grandparents. We just try to make it a family thing.
Hey, and give me that number again, 810. What's the rest?
810-986-8654.
Okay, well, this is what I'm asking for you, Nina Clark. I need a real slick, the big fella T-shirt.
Okay.
The big fella has invaded.
Absolutely.
The big fella is here in Detroit. T-shirt. Now, if I don't get my T-shirt soon, I'm going to be very mad at you.
Hey,
yo, Coach.
You're going to be happy because I'm about to put you together.
Go ahead, Coach.
But you gotta forget forget something though.
Oh, I forget.
It's gotta have that what up low slang on it though.
Okay.
Or it ain't gonna be official.
Okay, well
It's gotta have that on there.
Okay, let's put what up though. The big fella has
there you go.
invaded
There you
Detroit.
go.
T-shirt.
Hey, I got you. I do custom work as well. I do rhinestone work as well. So, I can do a little bit of everything, but I'm going to get you together. You're going to be happy.
Oh, you my girl. I don't even know you, but you my girl already. I'm just telling you are my girl. When I come to Detroit, we're going to have a good time. Now, I used to live in Detroit. Hey, you know what? Let me say this. Let me ask you this question, Nina, before I let you go. People say, my man Fidel will call in and say, I didn't live in Detroit because I lived in Pontiac when I played for the Lions. How the hell are they going to say I'm still not in Detroit because I lived in the suburb?
I hear that often.
That's ridiculous.
But, you was in Michigan. We are star one. All you got, just tell them what up, though.
That's what I got them with. I'm going to knock them out with that.
Just tell them what up, though.
I'm going to knock them out with the what up,
I'm
though.
from Detroit. Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to knock them out with that from now on. What up, though?
Yes,
That's
you
my
got
new
it.
saying.
Tell them what up, though. When you see him, as soon as you walk up to him, say, what up, though?
All right. Well, Nina, I really appreciate you calling and being a part of our recognition of black businesses in Detroit. And that's my girl, Nina Clark. She's with What Up Doe Sports Apparel. And you can reach her at 810-986-8654. 8654. That's my girl, Nina Clark. And I'm going to get a what up, though? The big fella has invaded Detroit T-shirt.
Yes.
My girl.
Absolutely.
Don't make me wait too long. You can get the shirt to my boy Mellow Mike. And I wear I wear an extra large shirt now. Don't give me
I got you.
extra large. I got to be kind of smooth.
And I appreciate you as well for even taking time to recognize me and my black business.
No doubt.
Thank you so much.
Coach, did you have something to say?
Yeah, I was letting her know it's got to be tight, it's got to be fitted, so it's gone.
Yeah, I got to be in the gun club. I got to be in the gun club. You know, you got to put me in a gun club.
DJ,
Yes,
hey,
Coach.
DJ, when we invade Detroit, we're gonna have our what up though gear on.
Yeah, we're gonna be numbered all what up gear.
With our what up
What up
gear
though
on.
gear.
We're gonna have all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, when this weather break and this virus break down, we coming in Detroit and we gonna kick it with the posse. My girl Redbone, Fidel, my man Brian, my man James, my man Brother Bay, Brother Want More, my man Steve. We're gonna be kicking it, y'all. And then you know what? I'm looking forward to kicking it with our new girl Gina. Now we got my girl here too. Hey, you know what we're gonna do, Nina, too? I'm gonna do an all ladies show. I'm not gonna take no men call one night. All women.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call you and let you know when I do it, because you got a strong personality and you sound like a great person.
Well, thank you so much, and I would be happy to join in. That would be wonderful.
Thank you so much. Nina Clark with What Up Though Sports Apparel, folks, man. Give her a call, man, at 810 area code 986-8654. What Up Though? She's at 28620 Southfield Road. Go and check out my girl. Nina Clark,
Yes.
What Up Though Apparel? Thank you very much for taking your time out. You have a wonderful night.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, take care. That's what I'm talking about. The What Up Though Apparel. Hey, man, do we have my girl Sable on yet? Michael, do we have Sable?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Sable,
Yes,
how you doing?
sir.
What up, girl?
I'm here.
What up, Sable?
I'm saying,
This is
what up, though?
What Up Though. That's
Yeah,
my
what
girl.
up though?
Hey, man, look, let me just give you some history of my girl Sable. She used to live in St. Louis, Missouri. Now she is in Houston. And I think we got, hey, Michael, do we have a break? We got a break coming up right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yo, let's go ahead and get ready to take this break. And I want y'all to stay tight because my girl Sable going to get down and tell y'all what has happened in Houston. And, you know, it's got the big fella nervous. But this is my girl. It damn near is, hey, man, hold on, folks. It's almost all ladies' night so far. What do you think, Coach? Almost
all ladies night, man. Almost all ladies night.
City, we almost there, City.
Yeah, you starting right off on the right foot.
We starting there, man. The big fella, I'm feeling good. Had a good weekend, had a good day. I'm ready to rock and roll, making things happen. The big fella, the coach, Blind City, and my girl Sable. Stay tight. Come back. Right back.
Hello, I am William M. Davis of the Bart McFarland Neighborhood Community.
That was cool.
Hey, man, she was really a nice lady, man. She was really sharp. Really sharp.
Yeah, I've been knowing Nina for probably about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, and what we got to do, we got to continue. I can't find no banners on this thing over here. I'm scrolling up or down. Hold on there. She was a nice lady. She was sharp.
Yeah, she on top of her game. You know, she takes care of her business.
I don't know where's that. And what we got to do is continue to uplift the people like that in the community who's doing well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what we do. We do those things.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
Okay, yeah.
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
Real comfortable.
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show. The big fella's flying high with his boys, the coach in the Blind City. All right, hey man, let's go back to talk to my girl Sable. She is a resident of Houston, Texas, with this big deal, the weather that's really changed that whole climax and the whole dynamics in Houston. Sable, tell us about what's going on down there. What happened? Tell us what you went through in Houston.
Well, let me tell you something. First off, thanks for having me, DJ. You know, you are one of my favorite people. You know that.
Well, you know you're my
because
girl.
of all the things that you do in helping people all around. But, DJ, I've been here in Houston now for 4 years, and let me tell you something, man. I have experienced 4 of the worst climate, I'm going to say atrocities since I've been here. You know, first we had a little bit of snow. That was nothing a couple of years ago. Then we had 2 massive hurricanes, and then we had the flood, Harvey, right after that. But this particular weather atrocity, it was an Arctic blast. And it started Sunday, a week ago, yesterday, right?
Yep.
So the weather was nice. They said it was going to be cold, you know, and they were kind of alerting everybody to what the weather was going to be. But, man, DJ, I have never in my life been as cold as I was Monday and Tuesday of last week when it was 12 degrees outside, but it was probably like minus 10 in my house. I've never been that cold. I was praying to God that I would not die in my bed of hypothermia. But unfortunately, a few people did, okay? And it was so sad. I mean, the Texas, as large as Texas is, the number 4 largest state in America has only one energy system for heating. And this is supposed to be the energy corridor of the world, basically. Man, ERCOT Energy is the only company that controlled all of the heating systems. And so it got so cold, they told the Houston people that they had to turn off the electricity
because in certain areas, and initially it said it may be 15 minutes, maybe an hour. Some people were up to 50 hours.
Wow.
Okay? They turned off the electricity, and then it got so cold. You know, up north, they will tell you to turn your water on, let the faucets drip so the pipes won't burst. Well, here they said turn the water off because of the different climate so that the pipes won't burst. Oh, my God. One day later, all the water was off.
Wow.
So I live in an Asian community. I mean, it's very, very, very diverse here. I mean, people help people all day long. Well, my neighbor knocked on the door, asked if I had water because his water was off. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So no electricity, no water for 24 to 50 hours. Can you imagine that?
No, I can't. Wow.
And then here's the other kicker. I mean, man, unfortunately, DJ, you would see people that they had the pipes bursted, ceiling fell in, water coming from ceiling fans, from the ceiling fan down to the floor. I mean, you got blocks of ice in between, like if it were a brick and mortar statue or something in the house. It was unreal. There are so many people here that already, unfortunately, dealing with, haven't gotten over the flood of Harvey. Some just getting their homes back together. Insurance companies have not paid them, and that's 2 years ago. And now you got this, and you got all of this on top of the pandemic.
Wow.
It's
but let me ask you this question, DJ. Sable. Now, don't you think people always talk about keep government out of this. Let us do our own thing. The problem you have with that, the government has none. Y'all got the largest resource in energy in the country, in Texas, and guess what?
Oil and energy.
There's no
here.
There's no regulations. So guess what? These cats do anything they want to do. Now they saying
the largest and the oldest.
Right. They're saying now the bills, electric bills in people's homes is thousands of dollars. And that one guy in this business goes from like $300 to $17,000. What kind of crap is that, man? They take. You know what pissed me off? See,
I talked to this guy, DJ.
But hold on. That's these Republicans, man. They're Republican people always taking advantage of these people who ain't got nothing. And my man Bianchi, he's a straight up Republican. He says he's independent, but he's a Republican because he think like him. Now, what do you got to say about that, Bianchi? Up here gouging the people when they control all the energy, they control all the oil. You can't get gas, you can't get water, and now you're controlling it. Man, it's a joke.
And DJ, check this out. So then you have the Governor Abbott, who says he wants an investigation into ERCOT energy and what ERCOT, whatever it is, energy into what happened. You know goddamn well what happened. You a Republican. You've been here all your life. You know goddamn well them your boys what happened. One energy company for the entire state of Texas?
Well, let me tell you.
You got to be kidding me.
Let me tell you something.
You know,
what they're doing. They said your boy in Texas, that football coach down there. I mean, the owner. What's that dude's name? JC, the owner of the Cowboys.
Who? Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones.
They say Jerry Jones has made millions off the tragedy of families and people down there. See, the rich folks making money off these people demise and think it's happening to them. And then y'all want to talk about a fair, let's be fair. What the hell is fair about that? Because I'm going to tell you something. Most people, let me tell you who's going to get the bulk of this, folks. Them black folks and the Mexicans in Texas going to get their ass whooped with this stuff going on. That's what's going to happen, y'all. So, Sable, I just want to take time out, man, and let the people hear from someone who's going through it, man. I appreciate my girl. You're my buddy. And I appreciate you getting through this thing, man. You know, if there's anything I can do,
but
I got you.
Yes, DJ, I'd like for you to put this out. You know, I
Well,
do
you're on the
have
radio. They
a
can hear you.
girls
They can hear you,
empowerment program.
What you got?
Okay. I have a girls empowerment. I'll be quick.
No,
I
go
have
ahead.
a girls empowerment program, and it's called Sable's Caring Heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Sable's Caring Heart. My website is sablescaringheart.com. Okay? Take a look at that. I do not have a brick and mortar because I'm trying to get into the school systems. Same thing I did in St. Louis for years.
Yes.
Get into the school systems, work with the YWCA, work with Girls Inc., work with the high school girls, you know, to help build self-esteem and self-characterization, different programs like that, helping them get scholarships one at a time to different schools, mainly HBCUs, to help them move forward. So I would ask if you can help me to to fundraise in between like $2,500 to $5,000 so that I can individually give to the young girls in the high schools that I'm working with and or their families $100 to $200 a piece for like just Visa cards so that they can buy the things that they personally need to help themselves, help them families, because, DJ, they are hurting.
Okay.
And these young black girls are still standing strong. I mean, with it, I heard you talk about having a black girls' night, a black woman's night. I definitely want to be in on that conversation.
Cool.
Okay, but the young girls that I work with, man, they are strong. I mean, they're athletes, they're smart. They just need that extra push and sense of support just that was given to me when I was younger. And that's the reason I do what I do to help them.
Well, Sable, you my girl. If anybody want
so if anybody wants to...
Anybody want to get in contact with you, they can go to sableheart.com. SableCaringHeart.com.
No. SablesCaringHeart.com.
Got it. I got it.
And the phone number, yes, the phone number is 713-588-9070. And every dime that will be raised is definitely going back into the community to help these young girls and their families.
Well, you can lock me in. You know you're getting a donation from the big fella, so you can put that down. And then we're gonna raise you some money too, all right?
Okay.
Sable,
all right.
You always been my girl, and I appreciate you, Sable.
Okay, I appreciate it, and I know you.
No doubt. You're my girl.
Okay, thank you. And Nina Clark, I can't wait to meet you.
I know that's right.
All
that's
right.
right. We're going to get you there so you can meet Nina Clark. Thank you, Sable. That's my girl there, JC and City. What do you think about that, man?
Yes.
That's my girl, man. I'm crazy about Sable, man. Jimmy, what do you think?
Well, you know, first of all, we want Sable to be okay down there, man. Those families are going through a lot, man. But just to reiterate what you said, DJ, man, people making millions of dollars off of the backs of poor people. You know what I mean? That's the shame of it all, man. You know, people are dying in the state of Texas, man. You know what I mean? And the administration and the politicians ought to be shaming themselves. They ought to be shaming themselves. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment.
No doubt. Go ahead, City.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. It seems like the rich people playing chess and we the pawns, bro.
So what do we do? What do we do, guys?
Well, one of the things we got to do, we got to stop getting on the air and talking foolish, talking about voting don't matter. You know, that's the number one thing we got to start doing, particularly local government. You shouldn't be telling me again. I'm just gonna put Detroit in the forefront. You got all them black folks in Detroit, and you got the white mayor, and nothing's happening, man. Nothing is changing. Nothing is changing. I don't care if it's the church. I don't care if it's the mosque. I don't care if it's church and God in Christ. The black folks need to do something. Something to get that thing turned around, man. Because it's horrible. It is horrible.
City?
Yeah, man, I agree, man. We got to also stop being consumers, man. We got to start owning, man. We got to start taking accountability for ourselves, man. It's so easy to pick up the phone and complain, but what are you doing to put back into your community to make a change, man? The only way we can change our community, we got to change ourselves first, bro.
Hey, and let me say this. See, he always starting something. Your boy Pianki, you know, Pianki be on something else sometimes. And he's my man, and we got great love for one another. But he owns something on something, right? He want to sit up here and act like we're trying to blame. Here you go. Call Joe Biden. Call the black churches. Come on, Pianki. You know what I'm saying? He said the Nigerian community in Texas. This is what he said on my Facebook page. I got to go on there and see what this dude is saying. The Nigerian community in Texas did not have any problem. How you know if they not had no damn problems? Are you down there, Pianki? I mean, I just want to know, are you down there? You always got something to say and you ain't even there. All bull crap. You know, come on, man. Gouging went on in St. Louis. We're talking about the Texas guy. We talking about Ted. What's that clown named Ted? The senator. What's his name? Ted Cruz. That clown. He leaves town, leaves the state of Texas, and when he knew stuff was going on, and he gonna tell his daughter, "Let's get up out of here."
Hey, DJ.
Yeah.
You always know when you got Pianki in a pinch because he always trying to deflect.
Yeah.
And start talking about something else. We ain't talking about nothing. We ain't talking about nothing in St. It was 60 degrees almost in St. Louis today.
Right.
We ain't talking about St. Louis.
We ain't got no water problem.
Right, we ain't got no water problem. We ain't got no heat energy problem.
So what do you
we
say?
ain't got that problem.
What do you say
we talking about the state of Texas.
Redneck ass Ted Cruz who leave his constituents back and get up out of there, and the people are suffering. Him and his daughter and everybody on vacation. When everything was going down, he got up out of town. Then he want to come in town and fake like he want to give away something. That's some phony ass stuff, man. See, and then we talk about, you know what I ain't heard, man? I have not heard no black churches. Now, this gets me. I haven't heard no black churches. I haven't heard no Muslims. I ain't heard nobody stepping up and say, man, that's bad what's going on down in there. And these people done turned their backs on them. Why not? That's some mega black churches in Texas. In Houston, definitely, because I lived in the Grease Point area for a few years. Now, I'm telling you, there's a lot of black folks in Houston. See, when it's all said and done, the ones who are going to get the brunt of the stuff going on are the black folks. And don't think that's not going to happen. They're going to be the ones get the brunt of the situation. I want to get your thought on that, City.
Yeah, I agree with you. Where Joel Osteen at? Where he at? Joel Osteen.
Oh, damn. Hey, where old Joel at?
Yeah, where old Joel? We talk about the black churches. Hey, white churches got their issues too. Where Joel Osteen bringing all those millions of dollars in?
That's a good one, City. That's a good one, Coach.
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, if we gonna pick on Joel Osteen, we got to pick on the great Bishop T.D. Jakes.
Oh,
we got to get them all.
That's a good one.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I expect the T.D. Jakes to help before I expect Joe Osteen because he got all them Negroes sitting up in there. So you know, hey, let's get them all. All of them should be trying to do something for their state, man. All of them should be trying to do something.
Even Beyonce, living away on the East Coast, said, "Hey, man, y'all can apply for assistance through my company." Beyonce did that. Y'all apply for assistance. Think about that, man. She's stepping up to the plate, and the folks in them communities ain't stepping up to the plate. So what pissed me off, then they always want to blame everybody else. And then when we get a chance, you're right. All the big time mega church, the Osteens and all them other preachers in there, I ain't heard nothing. Now I'm not saying they ain't doing nothing. I know we ain't heard nothing about it. We've heard about everybody else stepping up to the plate. I haven't heard nothing about them. And that's my concern. Man, let me take some calls before we go to our break. 313-778-7600. 313-778-7600. I want y'all to call in. Let's get this party started. You ready to do this thing, Michael?
Let's go with Brian.
Let's go. Let me get Brian. What up, Bree?
Hey, man, before I can say anything, I owe this show, you, Redbone, the biggest apology ever. Me and you spoke since then.
Yes.
And when that devil attacks, he attacks. It's just that sometimes you will hear something that you think you hear. And I owe her the biggest apology, man. This is a fun show. It's an educational show. We can't divert from it no matter who. And I never let nobody get no fire to be like that ever again.
Hey, man,
because I was actually playing. I was playing, and hopefully she could hear this in totality, because I was saying she was cheating on us. And listen, it was all in fun, but
no doubt.
For what you guys are talking about, I think, and I was telling people, Detroit, and I'm telling you, big fella, between St. Louis and Detroit, and we get together, because I missed your show Sunday. I meant to text you to give me the information because I wanted to set it off. And shout out to Fidel, man. We're going to get this thing together. And to your people that's on there, man, Blind City is a bad brother, man. Listen, anybody have never heard him, man, we all got to link up, because I think we under something. And while we got this, we better utilize it. But I'm going to say something profound. Mm-hmm. It's a shame that we have it. And I'm just being honest. I call it pick a neighborhood. Can you imagine in Detroit, it is over 4,000 churches, and a lot of them megas. I told you this on the phone. They driving in Bentleys and Rolls like it ain't nothing. And the people starving, trying to pay their bills. It's amazing with these little devils that call themselves pastors. Let's say you go to your pastor in Detroit and say, you need $100, you need this and that. You know what they'll do? They'll take you to where men rob God. They want to take you to that scripture. And why? Because you robbed him in tithes and offering. And son, a daughter, if you've been paying your tithes and offering, you would have your light bill paid. And then you don't know you're going to go to church. We got a church up here, brother, that you can't sit in the front rows unless you paying at least $5,000 a month dues. I will not say that church. I'm going to have somebody else call that church in. Listen, go to make... Hold on, got the banners, bro. Hold on, these are politicians. These are Duggan. These are Christians. These are so-called whatever. Fidel, if you listen, brother, call in and back me up. Watch this one. You talking about, hold on, serious. Brother, they pull your taxes. You got to show W-2s. And if you short on your, hold on, man, I came from a church like that. Let's say you make $100,000 a year and they feel that they're supposed to get 10% of that, but you're slacking. Now, mind you, tithes and offering. Now, the reason why you got a problem in your marriage, brother, because you've been short. See, we looked on your 1099, and you made $100,000, but you only gave the church about $2,000. What's going on with you? Because I'm that brother that pushed back that $50 bill to give you that dollar. I'm tired of you devils. I'm that brother that when I go visit another church, why is it that we got to keep taking care of the pastor that's visiting?
I know that's
because
right.
He brought you a word and said, hold on, he fed you. Negro, we done fed you that chicken. So now we got to feed him back some money. Something ain't right. I can go to McDonald's and get a hell of a value menu for $5 better than giving you $45.50, $55.60. But my point is this, brother. The power in Detroit, and it's the prototype. Y'all got to watch me. They're looking at Detroit and Flint. If they can, you know what, SH on Detroit and Flint, then it's going around. So while we talking about another, we all are in trouble. And it started in Detroit because they figure that is the money. You think Dan Gilbert, and I know you got other callers, but think about it. Dan Gilbert, you and wherever you at, come to Detroit, get the politicians to give you all that land, give you all this and that, and no, they stole it. They taking stuff, man. We got land bank. They taking it. Listen, when I tell you they take it, brother, can you imagine you in a house and they just take it? Okay, and the fighters, well, y'all on the phone,
yep.
They locking you up in the city. They got their little, they got their legal system to get with you. And your name in Detroit, your last name means something. That's all I say. I'm a good guy now, but my last name will always keep me down because they're scared of my knowledge.
I know that's
right. I love your show.
Hey,
shout out to Redbone.
And before we go,
yes, sir.
Let me say something, man.
Yes, sir.
I want the whole Detroit listening audience to listen to this. Me and B had a big,
yes,
it was a misunderstanding the other day with Redbone and myself. We was having fun. I'm going to tell you what a real man does. A real man admits their mistake. This man was a real man, and he called me Saturday. Me and him talked for damn near an hour about everything. And I truly have much love and appreciation for you, big dog. And much
I love you, man.
Same here, man. Love you too, big dog. Thank you so much, B. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
9-10, baby.
My man. I love that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's right, man.
Yeah.
Jim. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, DJ. I got to hit you in city with this.
Okay.
Are you sitting down?
I'm sitting.
Are you ready for this, Blind City?
No, I'm not, but I'm ready.
Man. Hey, man, Joe Osteen's church, listen to this. Joe Osteen's church got $4.4 million in stimulus money this past December.
Damn. Damn. Oh, you serious?
Hey, man. Hey, somebody just said they got $4 million to they said to help pay. Listen to this, to help pay the salaries of 370 employees. They got $4.4 million in PP loans.
Wow. Are you serious?
60 churches in the state of Texas got over $1 million in stimulus money.
Damn, they got that thing down to a pat, man. They got that thing down. I mean, these churches are damn rip-offs. They're rip-off. I want y'all preachers to call me. Y'all preachers call me. All right, man, let me do this, man. Let me bring my boy in here, man. My man is the national director of a disaster. Love this guy, man. He's been my friend for a long time. He's in Houston, Texas now, trying to get people situated, getting them water, getting them food, clothing. That's my good friend, man. My man Roy Gillespie. What's up, Roy? How you doing?
Fine, DJ. How are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. Man, look here. It's just an honor to talk to you, man, because I know you got a busy schedule. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come on and talk about what's going on in Houston. Well, first of all, tell everybody in Detroit who you are and what you do.
My name is Roy Gillespie. I am the director of disaster relief for the International Brotherhood of Teamsters out of Washington, D.C. I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I do disaster work. I'm an OSHA certified trainer in disaster response. I've worked countless disasters from 9/11 up until the recent cold snap down here in Texas. Some things that you can ask questions, DJ, and tell you that your listeners don't know about Texas. Oh, by the way, there are some churches doing some work out here. There are churches that are giving away water and stuff.
Great.
But one of my biggest problems was getting water. I had to actually, and this is going to sound crazy, I'm in Houston, Texas. The closest place that I could get truckloads of water is out of St. Louis, Missouri. And thanks to DJ, I was able to secure 6 truckloads buy 6 truckloads of water out of St. Louis being shipped down here.
So Roy, tell everybody in Detroit who's not experiencing this. I want them to capture the viewers what's going on through Roy's eyes. Let us know what's happening.
Well, the brown, the black, the poor, the middle class are being raped.
Wow.
And that's a strong word for me. Wow. Over the coals. And here's something that this energy company has done. I saw one of the your listeners posted on there that was a private company. You know what? I live in St. Louis, and in Illinois and St. Louis, there are regulatory agencies that overlook the rate increase. You know, and we have Ameren, UE, and Spire for our gas and electric in St. Louis. Before you can raise the rates, you have to go before a board and ask for it. Here in Texas, you don't have to ask.
Damn.
And if you had budget billing, or if you have where you basically have them to come into your bank account every month and take pay for your bill. There was a lady today that heard on television, her electric bill was $300 a month last month. They just debited $17,000 out of her account.
Wow.
And the governor says, we'll look into that.
Are you serious?
Right now. Huh?
Are you serious? We just going to look into it.
17,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I have been working with a lot of different churches down here, trying to get them food and water and stuff. I flew in some MREs. The governor had this big show and tell here that he was bringing water in, and he brought 48 pallets in on 2 C-17
48
aircraft.
pallets? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
48 pallets
Hold on.
of water brought into the state.
Hold on. Time out. 48 pallets. How many pallets of trucks did... Nate, hold on. I want y'all to hear this. How many pallets are you coming in from St. Louis to Texas? How many pallets is that per truck?
24 per truck.
Hold on. It's 24 pallets per truck, and you got 6 trucks. Oh, my God. And you told me...
Wait a minute, DJ. You haven't heard the killing part about it is.
Oh, man, can't be worse.
The 48 pallets that came in, that he flew in on the C-17, were expired water that had been on the ground in Puerto Rico.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
And when they got here, they weren't drinkable.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious about the stuff that's going on here. My job is to work with people. Your listeners are in Detroit, okay? Detroit, you have cast iron pipes and stuff. Here, almost everything was PCV and plastic. When they turn the water back on, they can easily say, oh, well, we turned the water back on, and you got 100% water flowing. Yeah, but you might have 20 houses on the block, and 10 of them might have water that's running. The other 10 have pipes that are broken, so you don't have water.
Wow. Hey, man, I just got a text from my girl, Sable. She said some veteran guy, they took $16,000 out of his account.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This stuff is just a freaking, it makes you so mad. It just shows you how poor, disenfranchised people are treated on a regular. This is a regular.
If you have a billing automatic bill pay out of your account, they're debiting your account. And then the energy company said today was a big insult. And you've been knowing me for a long time, DJ. I'm not a violent person. But this person told him, says, yeah, you can get out of getting automatic bill pay, but it takes 3 billing cycles for us to stop taking money out of your account.
Wow. And ain't nothing you can do. They take your money, ain't nothing you can do. Hey, man, the rates went up.
There's nothing you can do.
Because of this the weather. And the act of God. That's how they get around it, right? This is an act of God. In your insurance policy, folks, I want y'all to understand when they talk about the act of God, it forfeits a lot of your benefits. So I'm telling you, man, this is a joke. Once again, we see how rich folks take advantage of the poor and distressed folks. Then you got guys like my good friend Roy Gillespie, who's down there. He's working for the National Disaster Organization and with the Teamsters. He is a Teamster. And let me tell you something. He gets in and get down to Houston now trying to get water all over. And there's shortage of water all over the freaking country. I'm telling you, it is hard to get water in Texas, folks.
Oh, you can get one at the convenience store, and it's $8.50 for a 6-pack.
Damn.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there was a place they caught with price gouging for $8.50 for a 6-pack of water.
Wow.
These are necessities that people do. You know, DJ, you and I were talking off the air over the weekend. I've been telling people, you know, when you drink that gallon of milk or that half a gallon of milk, take it out. Don't use soap or anything, but take it and run hot water in it, wash it out, and put it, fill it up with regular hot water, put it in the corner, and let it sit there because you might need it. And you can't afford the prices that some of these companies are. You know, last time I was down here, I was with in Beaumont, Texas. The National Guard, they had to pull the National Guard out of here because there's so many Superfund sites, and people were getting sick by flesh-eating bacteria that had gotten into the water, and it was eating some of the National Guardsmen. You know, there's a lot of stories. There's tons of stories out here that people don't see or don't understand that's going on. And there's a movie that I'm sure your listeners remember called New Jack City.
Right.
And when Nino Brown says, we got to take care of one another because we got. You can't wait for the cavalry coming. With COVID, you can't wait for somebody from out of state or from across town to come to rescue you anymore. You have to rescue yourself.
Hey, Roy, I just want to let everybody know, man, how much I appreciate, first of all, our friendship. And I appreciate the hard work that you're putting out there to make
Anytime, my friend.
To make sure you get people stuff, man. You've been busting your butt. You've been getting it done. Roy Gillespie, I'm a fan of yours, man. I want Detroit and everybody in the country to listen. Roy Gillespie, he's in Houston, Texas, with the National Disaster Team, with the Teamsters, getting water. We sending six trailer loads of water his way. Man, Roy, I love you, big dog. Thank you for joining us, man, and letting everybody know how it really is. The Inside with Roy. Thank you, man.
Anytime, DJ.
That's my man, Roy Gillespie, the big fella, the coach, Hurricane. My man, the city. We coming back. We're going to take some calls, and we're going to have my girl, the doctor, on. The big fella. Right back.
Visit Central Park Deli today and receive 10% off any purchase when ordering from our mobile app and enter promo code 910AM. Our new menu items include gluten-free wrap.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
Oh, was she?
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get it proper.
Demetrious Johnson Show, the big fella Ryan High with my boys, the coach JC and my man Blind City. Man, what do y'all think about that before we go back to the phone, man?
I mean, our guy, man, he's been doing that, man. I mean, he has always been available, man. He does some great work, man. Some great work, man, throughout the country. So I'm not surprised that they got the cavalry down there in Texas trying to help the people that really need it, man, because they're suffering.
Yeah, what do you think, City?
Yeah, man, I'm just glad we got people like Roy, people that's down there at ground zero, man. But this reminds me of Katrina, man. It seems like every disaster that hits in America, from COVID to Katrina, we're the ones that suffer. I mean, we've seen this before.
I agree, and we got to be. And I'm just telling y'all something. Before I go to my girl, I'm gonna read some. If y'all on my Facebook page, I want to some of this stuff that your boy Pianki says. I mean, Pianki, I don't know if you're trying to get a rise on somebody, but you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should be ashamed of yourself, some of this stuff you're saying. You know, companies require debit accounting on your account, okay? It's not good, okay? Look at Detroit customers, okay? Let me see someone. The reason why, okay, listen what he's saying. I want y'all to hear what Pianki's saying, folks. This is my friend, y'all. Hell, I'm going to admit this is a friend of mine, but he's a damn fool. You talking about a damn fool? He is. The reason why plastic is because thieves are stealing copper pipelines. Like, the thieves are stealing the copper pipes. That's why they got plastic all underwater and all that. Pianki, have you lost your damn head? I ain't going to say mine, your damn head. Man, let me go and talk to my girl, Red Bone. Let me talk to my girl. What up, Bone? Talk to me, Bone.
Hey, I see, you know what? I wanted to talk about something else, but I see this conversation just turned sad, though.
No, we can talk whatever you want, babe.
Well, no, I was about to say I had some good news because Redbone about to close on her condo. I just got to get me a stage and a stripper pole down there so I can kind of recapture my youth. I could never.
Hold on. Hey, Redbone, hold on. I got to get a towel. I'm getting hot and bothered. Hold on. Let me get a towel. I want everybody on Facebook to watch this. I'm wiping my face, man. Oh, my God. What she just said, I had to get a towel.
Let me tell you why I could never be a stripper. It's because I would have to sit down there and talk a man about his money. Them black girls be doing too much. I can't be doing all that swinging and all that kind of stuff. And this is back in the early 90s. I sit there, hey, look, Redbone got that mouthpiece. I sit there and talk a man about his money. I ain't got to show shit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, you can't be doing that, man.
I know. I'm sorry. I can sit there and talk to you about your money, trust and believe, okay?
Right.
Oh, my God.
What, baby? What? But anyway, like I said, it's easy for me to it would have been easy for me. But, you know, I couldn't do it now, though. I got too many stars. I said, and look, they'd be like, coming to the stage. We got stars. He got C-section. He got balls and straight.
Oh, my God. Blind City, help me, man.
Hey, man.
Help me, Blind City.
Man, I wish I could, man.
Oh, my God. Oh, y'all in Detroit, y'all off the damn charts in Detroit, man.
Hey, she's telling the truth.
I mean, let me give me a towel, man. I got to wipe my face
She's telling
again.
the truth.
Oh, I'm hiding spots. I'm getting sweaty, y'all. I'm telling you. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hey, Redbone, before we let you go, I got to tell you this. You need to give me a group of ladies next week. I think I might do it next Tuesday. I don't know which day. I don't know. I'm going to do numbered all women show. Maybe next Wednesday. A week from this Wednesday. All women. I tell you, no men call on one show.
I only got one friend. I only got one. Redbone don't even have a circle. Redbone got a square.
Hey, Redbone.
I don't have no circle.
Hey, Redbone, but I got to also tell you this, babe. My man Brian called in and he apologized.
I know. Tell that baby that's okay. Then I'm not going to put my Louboutin on him then.
You out the charge. Hey, Bone, it's
Tell
always
him
good.
I ain't going to do that.
Hey, Bone.
We can meet at Starbucks. And he could get me one of them, what they call it, a medicine ball. If you got, it's a medicine ball. It's just tea with a shot of peppermint, you know what I mean, to keep you kind of, when you get stuffed up.
Okay, we'll get a medicine ball. But I tell you what, I look forward to meeting you in person when I come to Detroit.
Hey, but DJ, hold on, DJ. Though, you know what? And I was trying to get in on your St. Louis conversation because see, Redbone was gonna come see the gateway to the west and see the mighty Mississippi on that side of town. But see, one thing I want to do is see anytime somebody comes to Detroit, Redbone take them on 2 tours. I take you on a hood tour, and I take you on a tourist tour. But the hood tour is when you go through the hood and you go to the fish places where it be so stuffed up, where you can't even see out of it, and all you can do is smell the fish coming out the door when you open it. That's what I was when I was in Trenton. But Redbone, I like to take a hood tour because I want to meet the people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Now, when you come here, now some places, now I ain't going to lie, because I own a house on the east side, you got to make a rolling stop over there, okay? So now, it's certain places you can't stop. You got to make a rolling stop and keep going.
Hey, Bone. Hey, Bone, I'm going to make a confession, y'all. Bone is my girl.
What?
My official girl is Redbone. Redbone, you are my official girl. I'm just letting everybody know that. You're my official girl. So,
but I'm gonna come to St. Louis. I ain't never been to St. Louis. I know y'all.
Let me tell you something. When you come to the Louis, we got you. We known for everything.
What's up?
We really known for damn murders now. This crazy. That's what we really known for, murders.
Hey, look, Redbone ain't scared to go to the hood and meet the people.
I know. You're a people person. So, hey, Bone, this is what we're going to do. Bone, call me tomorrow. We're going to make a date. We're going to get you to St. Louis. You're going to hang out with the big fella, the coach in Blind City.
And I want to see all of them. I want to see, especially the mayor. I want to meet the mayor.
Okay, I'm going to take you right down. Well, we may have a new mayor by the time you get here.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna bring him some Costco toilet paper and charge him $3 for it when it's like 33 cents a roll.
Okay, you'll meet Mayor Reggie. I promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna meet the mayor.
All right.
All right, Bo. Thanks, babe. Oh my God.
All right, bye.
That's my girl right there, y'all. Oh man, when I finish talking to her, hey, JC and City, when I finish talking to her, I get a
Hey, man.
I start sweating, dude. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, my God. I'm telling you. Oh, I don't know what to say after that one. We're going to come. Hey, Bianchi, I'm going to come back to you after I get these folks. You be ready for me. All right, let's go to my man, Marathon. What up, Marathon?
He's going to go to Sylvia.
Let me go to my girl, Sylvia. What up, Syl?
Hey.
What up? What up?
I just want to say that what I see that's in common is the cause and effect for profit, because every time there's all these so-called disasters and pandemics, we got water wars. Every time there's a disaster, you got the criminal elites that comes right in and sweep, and they rip off and trash the masses so that they can continue the removal of black, brown, and the poor. In Detroit, they also do discriminating practices on the tax assessment to cause the black folks to go into foreclosure and remove them and bring in what they decide they want to be, to take over the city. And so in the water wars, that ain't no joke, because once they start cutting off masses of water, if I'm your neighbor and I got 3 or 4 houses with their water turns off, then it's going to affect my pipe. I'm going to get some, bad water. Rough. So, once again, but I agree with one of your callers. I forgot his name, that's down there in Texas. We are our own survivor. We have to engineer interventions to have resources, co-op economics, buy the land, develop it, and put all the resources and programs we need to survive and provide. Thank you for taking my call. I love y'all.
Hey, Sylvia. Can I say something, babe? You were my best caller tonight so far. Give it up, my best caller tonight. You made my day. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Sylvia. Appreciate your call. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow, baby. Thank you. Have a good night. Let's go and talk to my man, Delamar. What up, Delamar?
Hey, DJ, big fella.
Talk to me, boss.
Blind City. It's all good.
Let's go.
Yes.
What's up, man?
Listen,
How you doing?
Everything good. Listen, DJ. Brian. The preacher's been driving the Mercedes-Benz and Bentleys all along in Detroit, Brian. Why you calling them out? That ain't nothing. They was driving them back when DJ was playing with Billy Sims. We were flying Cadillacs and Bentleys. That's all good. That's all good.
That's a shame.
And Brian know this. This is the big D. This is the Motor City.
That's a shame.
So, now, another thing.
Go ahead.
When you come to town, listen, when you come to town, big fella, and to Detroit, all Redbone drinks is on me. Now, I remember Redbone saying how high Burt's drinks was. Redbone, you went on the wrong night, okay? When all the drinks was too high. Okay, cool. Now, let's get to the crisis. Let's get to the crisis in Houston.
Let's go.
Now, look, DJ, you know this. Republicans, they don't like regulations. Exactly. It costs too much.
Exactly.
It costs too much. Why? No, we don't regulate it. Do it that way. Yeah. No, we don't want that's too much money. Government involvement, okay? So now, when things go down, disaster go down, which could have been prevented because some of the deregulations they didn't want to require to keep people safe.
Right.
To keep people safe.
So you're saying them not regulating, they want to deregulate, they didn't want regulations. I mean, the people with the money is able to control that. If the government is not handling it. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. You know, DJ, you kill me with your political students after being an NFL player. I mean, you crossed the board on that. It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, man,
and also, you got all the fine ladies. Sylvia, that's my girl, Sylvia. I like what she calls. She always got a good point. You gave her some applause. That's wonderful.
Because she was the caller of the night so far. You getting close, boss.
It's all good. It's all good. But Detroit, I love my city, and we're coming back strong.
Hey,
we had some problems, but we teetering. We hanging on.
Let me tell you something, man. I appreciate your call, man. Thanks for calling. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow night, big boss.
A good day. And Blind City, give me that podcast, Blind City. All right.
Okay, man. It's YouTube, Blind City, the podcast. THE, the podcast.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Man, hey, City, man. Hey, JC and City. Hey, what's up, Jackie Mack? And let me say this. Bianchi is going to be on the phone in a minute. But let's go to my girl, Grace. What up, Grace?
Good evening, gentlemen. It's been interesting listening to you guys.
Hey, Grace.
And do remember back.
Let me ask you. You were the one talking about dancing last time, right?
Not necessarily dancing. We were talking about in the bedroom activities.
There you go. Okay. I called you something else today. Did I call you another name?
Glenda or something. Yeah, Gina or something like that.
I'm sorry. Hey, Grace. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You and Redbone are my girls in Detroit. I'm telling y'all, when I come to Detroit, we kicking it. We gonna kick it. So get ready. Tell your man he can't come. You rolling with us. But let's go. Let's get down.
Well, I want to say what's going on with Houston is absolutely horrific. What's going on? But do you remember back when Katrina happened, and a big population of those individuals migrated to Houston. So there's people actually went through this disaster pretty much twice.
That's a great point.
Callers can reach out, and the ones that migrated to Houston from that Katrina disaster, I would love to hear what is going to be the recourse now, and what kind of funding is available for them. It is absolutely sad. It is.
I mean, it truly is. What I'm going to try to do, we're going to try to track somebody from the political scene down in Houston down there who's representing that city to find out what is, like you said, what's a political movement? What can they do to uplift that community? What kind of resources they're going to have? Because the problem you have in Houston, they deregulate everything in Houston so the rich boys can make all the money. So most of the program, think about it. Your energy, your oil, it's all privately owned. They have the ability to make whatever decision they want to make. They could raise your price. They could gouge the hell out of you. It ain't no regulations on it. Not one. Now, it's interesting that Houston is like that. Because, guess what? They got all oil wells down in Houston in the Texas area. You can make billions of dollars. You got the largest energy source in the country, in Houston.
Right.
I mean, Texas. So think about it. So imagine why they're doing that. That's strictly dollars and cents. Has nothing to do with preserving anything, protecting the integrity of the people. It has all to do with making money off the back of these people. And then when catastrophic things like this happen, Grace, guess what happened? That's when they get billionaires. You get a whole lot of guys making tons of money off the destruction down in Houston.
Absolutely. I guess a few years ago, Texas can actually separate themselves from the United States and be sustainable. They don't. There's so much money, wealth there. They can actually separate themselves from the United States and actually live with just being by themselves. They literally can do that. When we had hiccups going with the other states that people weren't doing construction, and Texas did not stop. They were still putting up buildings, doing highways. And I'm not understanding how, when it's rolling out, and especially the gentleman that spoke about what he's doing and bringing water in, and it was sad that it's just absolutely sad. But Texas has so much money there. What is going on as far as the water being cut off for 24 hours or 50 hours, whatever the case may be, that should not be happening. It should not be happening. I am shocked that
you shocked and I'm hurt.
I'm shocked.
You shocked and I'm hurt. You're right.
It's absolutely sad.
Hey, Grace, I really appreciate you calling. Make sure you call tomorrow. Hey, Grace, would you want to be a part of our women's night only? All women talk, that's it?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Great. We're going to do that next week.
Are we going to be able to talk about some really good stuff about child support?
Oh, man. We're going to get down with everything. We're going to get down. We're going to do that next Wednesday. Not this coming Wednesday. Okay. The following Wednesday, I'm letting all the ladies know. Call all your friends. We're going to talk child support. That's going to be ladies' night, JC. Coach, ladies' night. Blind City, ladies' night.
I'm with it.
And we're going to have our girl Grace. The leader, hey, Grace, is it okay if you give me your number to Michael when we get off the air? Get it to Michael, and then I'll call you off the air. I'll call Redbone off the air, because I'm going to have you ladies as my host. You two ladies going to be the host of our ladies'
I don't have
night.
a problem with it. Okay. That would be great.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Grace. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right,
I'll wait for Michael to get the
number. All right, thank you. Okay. Hey, Michael, get that number for me. Hey, let's go and talk to my man, Pianki. Bring him on in. Pianki.
Child support. Oh my goodness! But listen,
you know what, man?
If you got,
why you always start stuff, Pianki?
No.
Hold on,
No,
Pianki.
I'm hearing some things. Okay. I'm hearing some things I ain't never experienced.
Okay,
my goodness.
Break it down, Pianki. Hey, let me say this before I do this.
All right, let's talk about
Pianki,
this.
Let me make let me tell everybody my relationship with you. Pianki and I are very good friends. He's from St. Louis. He lives in Louisiana. He is
absolutely we're good friends.
No, I want everybody to know that when we go at it, we go at it. I mean,
if I had a son, I would want him to be like you.
No, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna tell you something. Pianki and I are close friends, but I can't stand his crazy ass thinking. Let's go.
All right, now let's talk about this.
Let's go.
People are blamed. First of all, a family, you're supposed to prepare for emergencies. Fill your bathtub up with water. They had plenty of warning. Forecast said what was coming. Fill your bathtubs up with water. Have extra water around the house anyway. Score it in 1 gallon. You can buy it for 75 cents a gallon. Get a gallon of antifreeze and pour a cap full in your toilet tank. It won't freeze. In the summertime, you can go to Home Depot and buy a 1,700-watt generator for about $400. And you can get a ceramic heater that put out 1,700 watts that will reasonably keep.
They ain't got none of that in Texas, though.
You prepare, man. People have to learn how to prepare for emergency. You can't depend on government.
Hey, Pianki, we're going to go to break, but hold on because I want you to stay on too. Before we go to break, hey, Brian City, I want you to jump in on this real quick before we go to break. All right. Say something real quick, Blind City, because we're about to go to break. Did I lose my man, Blind City? All right, well,
I still got him.
I don't know where he's at. Maybe he's on vacation.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Come on, Blind City. You're on live on my radio, man. We can't be doing that. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a great deal on advertising?
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops. Everybody got their enemies. But for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We get it proper.
Right now, my credit is not.
Big fella, I feel a storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
Superstation in Roseville. And
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting.
The Demetrious Johnson Show presents What's Your Take with Taylor. Each week, Taylor provides a take on a compelling and thought-provoking topic. Her takes are captivating, engaging, and she's always opinionated. We want to know your take. Chime in and let us know. It's What's Your Take with Taylor.
Injured in an auto accident and the insurance company refuses to pay you for what you deserve. Lost
Big fella after the storm brewing. Oh, big fella, don't hurt him. You went there with the big fella. I told you not to go there with the big fella.
Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get a proper investigation. Well, definitely, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Your car got shot up, right?
Yeah, he struck the bullet.
Yeah, you from the hood.
They just passed a law where you can give a kid a gun without the parents' permission.
Wait a minute. They can do what? We got people in power that's not really for the people. They think the people work for them. You work for the people.
We got to talk about the disparities in our community.
The north side looked like a bomb didn't hit it.
If you found this content helpful, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Blind City, the podcast. I have an amazing guest, Corey Bush, Mike Brown Sr., Demetrious Johnson. How you doing? Her name is Red.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even got to worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get a proper.
Are we back? Hello.
Yeah, we back. Here we go.
Welcome back to the Demetrious Johnson Show, the big fella flying high with the coach in the city. Blind City of my man, Coach JC. We got my boy Pianki on, one of our callers and one of my good friends. We disagree about everything, but go ahead, Pianki. I'm going to let you go and say what you had to say, then we're going to have our conversation.
No. And here's another thing. I'm looking at a company called Discount Firewood in Dallas. They're on Walnut Hill Lane. They selling a cord of wood for $3.95. A cord of wood will last you for at least 2 weeks under severe cases. Texas usually don't have this. And one of the reasons why Texas is having this problem is because of this. Texas shut down a unit of their power plant, and they do maintenance. They usually start in September. I worked on power plants there in Missouri, Labadie, Callaway, and Merrimack. They do the same thing because it's tremendous heat in those places. They shut it down. They shut one unit down because the biggest demand is in the summertime in Texas for air conditioning. They usually don't have these acts of God and acts of nature, events like you just experienced. It's one in a long time. So prepare yourself. Prepare it. Teach your children, your young people, how to prepare themselves for emergencies.
That's good. Okay, I'm gonna let JC comment first. Then I'm gonna come to you, City. Then I'm gonna come back.
Well, Pianki is right. I would just wish that Ted Cruz would have prepared his daughters, because what his daughters told him it was cold, and hell, he got on an airplane and went to Jamaica. So
I wish you would have prepared his family and put some damn water in the tub and did all the stuff you did, because he took his damn daughter and went to Jamaica. That's all I got to say about that. Now,
well, why is his daughter got to be a damn daughter, JC? That's bullying language.
Hold on, Jay. Come on, Blind City.
I don't think it's necessary the focus should be in prepared. I mean, if you look at all these natural disasters, why does it seem like it always affect the black community? From Katrina to COVID to this, why does it always affect us though, and it don't affect the other side of the white folks? It always affects us.
Maybe they prepared.
Okay, Bianchi, let me say this, man. You're a brilliant guy, but you have some warped thinking. But you're brilliant. All right.
No,
that's almost an oxymoron.
Come on now, no, don't be bullying me.
No, I'm not bullying. We having a conversation. Man, you having a conversation.
Yeah.
I let you say what you said. Let me say what I'm gonna say. And I'm just saying you got warped thinking. All right, but let me say this, Bianchi. When you're a black struggling family and you're trying to make it day to day, and you're spending all your money and energy trying to survive and take care of your family, you tell me when you're going to have time to think about a natural disaster that you're going to fill up the damn tub, put bleach in the tub, put water in the thing. You're surviving. You're trying to survive. Now you're being unrealistic. That is truly, when I lived in the projects with my mama, when our family, she raised 9 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment, working her ass off, doing everything she could. You'd think she was putting some damn water together. You'd think we'd putting a bathtub water, putting bleach in a bathtub. She's trying to survive and take care of us. So you've been unfair, man. You're truly being unfair when you come with that.
Let me have the last word.
Go ahead. No, I'm going to give you the last word. You're being unfair.
Let me have the last word.
You got the last word.
I know of poor families that do this. So how do they find out about this? I mean, where's your churches? These type of educational programs should be going on in churches. Wait a minute, hang on. Matter of fact, I tell you what, if I'm back in St. Louis, you have a class there at your foundation, and I'll come in and teach them how to prepare for
I don't have no problem doing that, Bianchi. But who is teaching our families to do that? Nobody.
I don't know. Somebody should.
No, but hold on. You said the key word, should. But it's not happening, Bianchi. And you know it's not happening. For you to come on here and pretend like you know it's happening, it's really disappointing to me to have my good friend.
Well, it's not,
one
because
of the
my
smartest men I
information is
know
going out in
to
general.
come in here and do this bull crap is terrible. That's terrible, Bianchi. That is terrible. Because you're smarter than that, man.
DJ, my information is going out in general for people to hear it. Now, you got some people out. Here's the thing that you got to realize, DJ. Everybody ain't going to make it. I'm sorry.
We know that.
That's what the Bible
We
says.
know that everybody ain't going to make it, Bianchi. We know everybody ain't going to be successful. But for you to assume that Ted Cruz, this white boy, who knew the situation was coming down, you said it. They knew it was coming. He prepared.
No, I didn't say that. I was going to answer. I'm going to talk about Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz's daughter planned for a family event just so happened to coincide with this emergency.
He knew it was happening.
The daughter planned for a family event.
No. Did you hear? No, Bianchi. If you saw the reports, it talked about how Ted Cruz's daughter and said, "Let's get away, Dad, for the week. Let's get away. Let's go." That was no plan. Planning is way in advance.
No, that ain't what's in the paper. Well, that's what you read.
Right, and I guess you read the Republican newspaper.
Call or something, man.
You read
the
Republican newspaper. Hey, Bianchi, it's always good talking to you. I love you, man.
You read the final call.
No, right, and you read the damn white. You read the white boy newspaper. You call it the white man paper.
Trying to be insulted. You read the final call.
And you read the white boy's paper.
Well, what paper ain't the white man?
The final call ain't.
Dispatch white?
Hold on, you just told me the final call, right? The final call ain't the white boys.
The final call. That's where you got your news.
Okay, you got yours from white boys that you believe you believe anything they say. That's what you're telling me. I love you, man. I'll talk to you later, Bianchi. Thanks, buddy. Hey, man, if y'all ever want to see what this guy's writing on this thing, man, y'all go to my Facebook page. You go to 910 Facebook page. Bianchi be putting some absurd things on here. Let me bring in this conversation. Do we have my doctor on, man? Do we have Doc? Hey, Doc.
Hey.
What's up, Doc? Did you hear that conversation, Doc?
I did.
Doctor, this is my girl, Dr. Andrea Boyles. Doc Boyles, did you hear that conversation?
Yeah.
I want you to come in, tell everybody your background and who you are and what you do, Doc.
So I'm a sociologist and a critical criminologist, and so I have a broad range of expertise, but I think one of the things I especially highlight more often than not is the fact that I'm very community-centered in the work that I do, and so yeah, I'm very interested, especially when we're talking about neighborhood disadvantage and the disproportionate disadvantage and crisis faced by the Black community.
Well, Doc, you just heard Pianki. If you heard him, he's sitting up here saying it's our fault because we didn't prepare. We got to get water. We got to get wood. What kind of garbage is that? When Black folks is looking to try to survive every day, who in the hell gonna tell me a bunch of poor people are sitting around and say, man, we may have a natural disaster. Let's stack up and get water. Is that realistically thinking when I'm trying to survive?
Well, it's absolutely not realistic in an already disproportionate community where Blacks and even, brown people in general, I would just say people of color in general, are unable to have a surplus. Folks are living literally minute by minute. I have a lot of folks that I interview and work with in these disadvantaged neighborhoods, and they are fighting to survive, literally hour by hour, day by day. And so the idea of having a surplus of anything is almost, impossible. It's really unrealistic. But the other thing I would say is that I think we have to be careful in the kinds of conversations that we have or how we speak to these things, because it suggests that there is kind of a black and white resolution in terms of how Black people are able to navigate natural disasters and other crises that we face. And there is not a black and white solution. I mean, the point is this: there is nuance, right? We have to contextualize these things. There's not one automatic answer to make everything be okay for the Black community, especially those who are economically disadvantaged and otherwise. And that is on the heels of over 400 years of oppression and discrimination that have left our communities tremendously behind and lagging.
Well, I can tell you this. Let me say this to you, Doc. Pianki just posted on my page. I want y'all to hear this, folks. Anyone who does not prepare for what is not planned, like insurance and firewood, have blankets in your car when you travel in the winter, be responsible. I don't even have damn blankets in my car when I travel in the wintertime. I mean, it's terrible that when you do, see, this is what you call people who, what do you call people who get wealthy or have a good life and forget about how everybody else lives? What would you categorize that as, Doc?
Well, I think that privileged people are oftentimes detached.
Okay.
And unable, privilege and entitlement sometimes centers people to where they are detached and unable to really think about, again, the nuances. And when I say the nuances, I'm talking about all those mitigating circumstances that keep people, it's not by choice that people, are lacking or unprepared, at least in the sense that is being articulated, but the privilege and the fact that people oftentimes or sometimes may have more than enough it leaves them in a space where they're unable to relate or forget and completely detach on many levels.
Okay, Doc, I think this guy's detached. I mean, it's just amazing that he's blaming folks who don't have anything for not preparing for something that you don't have to prepare for. You ain't thinking about the damn snowstorm in Houston. Who would even think a snowstorm gonna come in Houston? When the last time a damn snowstorm hit Houston? And he's sitting up here talking about, well, they didn't prepare. You're driving around with blankets and pillows in your damn car in 80-degree weather. They'll put your ass in jail, in a mental institution. It is. It's just. I'm just really
DJ.
disgusted. Go ahead, Doc. Talk.
DJ, I think I think in some ways, I think in some ways it's not only the black community that may be caught off guard or unprepared in some sense with these things. I think that's the case in many instances for a lot of people. Irrespective of their economic class and a whole other, a number of things. I think that what makes the difference is that people have the finances and the ability to jump into action in a very different way if they are, if they're economically positioned, if they have it, So it's not that, in some of these instances it's stored up. I mean, it's just that people can do better when they have more, at their disposal, than folks who do not.
And that's what go ahead, JC.
Again, Cruz's daughters didn't say, let's go get some wood. They didn't say, let's fill the tub up, Daddy. They said, I'm cold. Let's go somewhere else, Daddy. That's what Doc is talking. They had the ability, DJ, to go somewhere else. They had the ability to go get on a plane and go somewhere else. That's privilege.
No doubt. Go ahead, City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then how can you prepare when the playing field isn't leveled anyway? You're dealing with a lot of them communities. They are already struggling financially within their communities. So how can you prepare, like the DJ said, you taking care of your family. You working 1 or 2 jobs. Some people working on minimum wage.
And I just get so disenchanted when I hear somebody tell me that, hey, they should have prepared. Oh, that's your fault. You are crazy. Bianchi, you are crazy. That now Bianchi's on there talking about, JC, get out of here with that off the wall excuses. How do a black man who came from a very I don't know his background, if he's poor now, I don't know what his background, but he's been around that environment. He's come down to my building. He's worked in my building. He's helped me. He's got a grandson who's done well at LSU. How a black man would ever think about going and who prepares for a damn catastrophic natural disaster that can happen and you're poor? I want you to explain that to me, Doc, because he's been a damn fool for sitting up here telling me black, poor people. See, when they talk about black and brown, hell, the only thing I know is black people. All that old political bullcrap, black and brown, it's black, daggone people I know. Black people are the ones hurting. And now a damn Mexican or a damn Middle Eastern who's brown, that means nothing to me. I'm not racist. I'm not a bigot. I'm telling you, these are black people suffering, and we're the ones who get the brunt of everything all the damn time. Go ahead, Doc. I'm sorry, man. They got me in a bad, foul mood, Bianchi. Thank you.
So I think that, several things. One is that, it doesn't really matter in terms of race when it comes to blaming the black community for their plight. There are, we are all living in a world. We're living in a nation where the narrative has always been that whatever went wrong in the black community or whatever plight or whatever it was that the black community faced and suffered, that somehow, some way, it was their own fault. That is a narrative that goes all the way back to enslavement. That it is, and we call that, in my discipline, blaming the victim. And so you are then essentially re-victimizing the people who have initially been victimized by then suggesting or implying that somehow by virtue of them wishing they can just somehow be, have equality. And the truth of the matter is that nothing could be further from the truth, but it provides an out. It provides an escape. And it's in that space that we continue to have these systems and these structures that leave black communities one after the other with dilapidated infrastructure, that leave black communities with little to no resources, be those economic and otherwise, it is in that same argument and that same position that leaves many of our communities as food deserts and a number of other things. So the idea that it is us is, again, that is an out, and it's a way, yes.
We're speaking with Dr. Andrea Boyles. Hey, Doc, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear what Pianki just posted. I want you to comment directly to his ass on this one. This is what my good friend Pianki posted on Facebook, folks. When slaves were in Texas, listen what this guy just said. This man, who I consider a damn friend, it must be something wrong with my ass. When slaves were in Texas, I'm sure, listen to this, Doc, I want you to address this. I'm sure they did not all freeze to death. Be accountable. I need therapy on this one.
Again, we live in a culture, to where black and white folks alike are being socialized in different ways to believe and state, that somehow black folks are the reason they are their own fault. They themselves are at fault for disparity. And so
he's blaming this on us. He's talking about parks give away firewood. Okay, think about it. That depending on government will, look at it. Listen what this dude is saying, y'all. Parks give away firewood. That, depending on government, will get you killed. Hey, man, let me say something. Hey, Doc, I had you on to talk about something else tonight. I want you to just summarize. We got 2 minutes. I want you to summarize my friend who's acting a damn fool tonight. His testosterone must be short or something, because it can't be high. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this fool tonight. He should be ashamed of himself. I want you to comment, Doc. We closing it out. Close it out for me, Doc.
I would just encourage people generally to be very cautious about what we say, especially when it comes to the black community, because we re-injure and we re-victimize, unnecessarily. I think that it is so important that we educate ourselves, and not educate ourselves in these superficial or surface kinds of ways, but that we are factual about what we read and what we learn, so that we're able to communicate and think about all the variations, right? All the complications, all the difficulties and things like that have played into the fact that we happen to be disproportionately reeling from all kinds of crises. It's not just, this freeze in Texas. There are just a number of crises all the time, and it oftentimes hit our community, the black community, harder because, again, we are constantly playing catch-up as a people on the heels of 400 years of accumulated wealth compared to that of white people. And so the idea that somehow that is non-existent or never mind or forget that, I think that is unrealistic, but it takes education. And so it's important that we school ourselves, or let me say it this way. It's important that we be receptive and open to legitimate teaching and understanding that helps us to kind of think about all the mitigating circumstances that oftentimes work against us as a people.
Hey, my girl, Dr. Boyles, we bring you back a week from this Wednesday, and we doing only ladies' calls. I got some things I want to talk about. We're going to do ladies' night only a week from this Wednesday, and you're going to be on that panel with me. We're going to take women call, no men call. We ain't letting men even get in this conversation. We're going to get down. Because I just saw something in Carolina where a young black girl, won a $180 million damn lottery. All right? And this fool, she's a damn fool, was bailing her sorry-ass, bum-ass boyfriend out, like $6 million. She put up a $6 million bail. He walks away, don't even go, and they keeps her $6 million. Her mama lies and say that she went and got the lottery ticket and played the numbers, put the numbers in for her, and she got a quick pick when the girl won. And this girl right here is running around like she's poor, like she's a ghetto bunny. You can't get ghetto bunnies to be women. We're going to talk about that next Wednesday. A week from this Wednesday is Ladies' Night, y'all. A week from this Wednesday, Doc Boyle's going to be on that panel with us. And we're going to get down. Because for this woman to keep giving this bum-ass man millions of dollars, and then the dude come around and sue her ass. He sued a girl for talking about, I don't know what the hell he sued her for. He deserved the money. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm in a bad. Y'all done got me foul mood the rest of this week, y'all. Starting off with Bianchi's ass, white-ass Ted Cruz, this stupid-ass black girl giving all the money to some fool, $6 million instead of giving millions away. Mama trying to get over a ghetto-ass mama. So money keep your ass still in the ghetto. You don't get out. You still ghetto. Doc Boyles, I need to sit down at your table and let you just get me refocused because I'm in a bad mood. Doc Boyles, if anybody want to get in contact with you, how can they do it?
I can be reached by email at drandreasboyles@gmail.com, and I can also be followed on Twitter at Dr. Andrea S. Boyles. One word.
Doc B, DB, you my girl. Thank you, Doc. I look forward to talking to you next week.
Thank you. You all have a great night.
All right. Thanks, D. That's my girl. I love Dr. Boyles, man. That's my girl. Oh, hey, man. Hey, let me get y'all back in this conversation, Coach. Did you hear what I just said, Coach? This crazy-ass woman lose $6 million on some old bum-ass man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And then her mama tried to con her out of some money. Saying that she bought the ticket, she picked the numbers. Come to find out it was a quick pick. Come on, City, help me with this one, man. Why are these why are these women dating these trifling ass men, City?
I'm not surprised, man. I mean, these women today, man, they take care of grown ass men, man. The man sitting at the breakfast table with the kids eating Fruit Loops, man, and staying home playing PlayStation all day. The kids put more hours in school than the baby daddy, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's backwards, man.
Oh my God. Hey, B.
The roles have been reversed, brother.
Hey, B, let's go. My man B, Michael, you ready, man? Can we go back to the phone line, Michael?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go coffee, man. Give me some coffee. I need some coffee brown after the party. Come on, what do you got, coffee?
I'll get it for you.
All right, let's get the coffee.
All right, let's go do a caller first. I got to find it.
All right. Who we got?
Let's go to Harry.
Let's go. What up, Harry?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm good, man. What's going on, boss?
In the show, I want to be mad at me, but I'm a prepper too, and I'm not rich either. But
Harry, no, I'm not mad. Harry, hold on. Let me make my statement, Harry. I'm not mad at people who prepare. But see, you're probably a disciplined guy. You had some type of discipline, probably played some type of sport or something. Might have been in the service or something. Some discipline came from you from somewhere. Mom or dad, somebody.
Well, what happened was I had seen that Will Smith movie, I Am Legend, where he was holed up in the house, and, all the vampires was coming to get him, and he had to handle his business, and travel at night and all that kind of stuff. And, that kind of just made me think it's better to be prepared. So,
But some taught you that. Some got you there, right? This is my point. And we hey, can you do me a favor, Harry? Because we ain't got a couple more minutes. Can you call me first? I want you to be the first caller tomorrow because I want to talk to you tomorrow. Because I want to really get down with this conversation me and you having. Because you say preparation, I appreciate, but I want to take more than 2 minutes to talk to you. So if you, as soon as you call tomorrow, Harry, you're going to be the guy I'm going to put on immediately. I promise you that.
All right, y'all take care.
Okay, thank you, Harry. Because I want to really hear what Harry has to say, man. Because we ain't got enough time to really get down in that one. Let's go and talk to let me talk to Tia. What's up, Tia?
Hey, what's going on? First off, Bianchi, is that his name, Bianchi?
Bianchi.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Okay, so here's the deal. He's a self-hater. He hates who he is as a African American man, period. And something has happened with him, with African American people, whomever, in the course of his life. But mind you, I'm a prepper as well, and my grandparents, they prepped me. However, I understand this. Your guest you had on earlier, Sable, she said that storm down there made it minus some degrees inside of the house. You can't fill up a bathtub and fill up water and think that ain't going to be frozen inside of a house that's below zero, 10 below zero, whatever. You can't prep for that. Burning wood, where you going to burn it? You going to burn it in your house?
Right.
Where you going to burn it? If you don't own a fireplace, where are you going to burn the wood? You going to burn outside and freezing cold? You can't prep for that. This thing that happened down there in Texas, that's another show. It's Harp Towers, HAARP, and the DARPA project. That's why they got that crazy weather down there. But this that happened in Texas, if you can't prepare for this, the only thing that you could have done is had like a generator, a natural gas power generator that may have kept your stuff going. But you got to spend tens of thousands of dollars for one of those to heat for a whole house. And this is a warm temperature. When people stay in warm temperatures, my cousins live in Alabama. They had a ice storm 5 years ago. Let me tell you what people did. They were driving on the freeway. Ice storm hit. They could not handle it. You know what they did?
What's that?
They left their cars on the freeway.
I know that's right.
And walked away.
Wow.
I'm like, what the hell? Who does that?
Check this out, Tia. A week from this Wednesday, I'm going to have a ladies' night only. All ladies, I want you to be a part of that.
I mean, I'll call. That's what you gonna start your show tomorrow with Harry with this thing that your friend said.
Yeah. And you know what?
Make certain you start your show off that way because you know what? I need you to understand.
Hey, T, this is what I'm going to do. Check this out, T. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have you and Harry call in the same time tomorrow. You call in right at 7 o'clock on the nose, or call right at 7 or 7:58 or 7:55. You call in, you and Harry, and I'm going to have you guys on hold. We're going to have a conversation with both of you guys and let y'all express yourselves. Would that work?
Fantastic, because I'm a prepper too, just like Harry is.
Okay, good. Because I want you, hey, T, now you got to promise me, right at 6:55, what time I come on at? 6:55, 6:58, make sure you on the line, and my man Michael going to tell me, and we're going to go. Me, you, and Harry.
Well, that's cool. That'll work. And you know what? Get your boy Bianchi on there too, because he needs to check.
I'm going to get, hey, Bianchi, I want you to call in too. I'll call Bianchi tonight and get him on there too. Thanks, T.
Have a nice one.
All right, you too. Let's go to my man. Let's go to Rocky. What up, Rocky?
Yes. Hello, my brother. As usual, I'm in the program 100%. But I just want everyone to know, can I have your undivided attention just for a couple of moments?
Well, we got a couple minutes before we go off, so I'm going to be quiet. Let you go talk.
You're dealing with a mindset that is intent on one thing. That's too many brown eyes in the world. Okay? Now, you tell me you got a vaccine and it's splitting and mutating to something different, but you don't even know what you got from the giddy up. How do you know it's mutating? You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Quit listening to Sambos leading you down the dark road. All you need to do is fight the flu. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you.
Man, people, wake up. God, they think we so dumb because we act like it.
I know that's right. Hey, Rocky, you know what?
You, man.
Hey, man, I'm going to do this. I'm going to drop the mic with you. You my last caller tonight. I'm dropping the mic. You take me home right. Hey, Rocky, you was a perfect ending of my night.
All right, my brother.
I want to thank you, that big fella. Hallelujah. Thank you, Rocky. Rocky was a perfect ending of the night, man. All right, City, let me hear what you got, boss.
Oh, man, great show, man. I just want to send a shout-out to James, man, for that's gangster, man. You know, as a man apologizing. And I also would like to send a shout-out to Redbone for accepting the apology. And that's what we have to do in the community, man. Misunderstandings, we got to flip it and turn them into understandings, and we can move forward.
Coach.
Hey, man, great show.
I thought it was great that we had Nina on with her What Up Though products, man, and sports products, man. And I think that it's great, DJ, that we continue to support black businesses, man, particularly during this pandemic, man. So great show.
Hey, let me say this. I want everybody to know I can get upset, I get holler, scream, and all that, but I truly, truly am thankful and blessed that you guys listen to me every Sunday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you can catch me on Sunday mornings on my Facebook page, live from St. Louis. I am thankful to be able to be on the airways in Detroit. I tell you this every night that we come on, and I'm truly thankful. I don't take this for granted. I don't take for granted you guys call and have your opinion and we go at it. But when we walk away, we like Brian. Brian did something that most black men, they say we can't do. We can't apologize when we make a mistake and say, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Brian, you have much, much, much love for me. I am thankful for that. And tomorrow, hey, Pianki, I want you to call tomorrow, Pianki. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be on that call tomorrow when I have my man on there, Harry, and when I have Tia. I want you to be on there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's important for you to hear what they got to say. We hear what you got to say. Don't get scared now, big dog. If you got some balls, let's see how can you play. And I'm going to tell you something, I'm thankful. And my man, Mike, back there once again, man. Mellow Mike, you be rocking the board for us, man. Detroit, I'm thankful that you've accepted me and your family, and I'm happy to be a part of the Detroit family. Holla at your boy tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow, locked and loaded. God bless us and give us the strength and the power to do that. We'll be rocking and rolling with you guys. Sable, thank you very much, my girl. My man Roy Gillespie is in Houston fighting to help the poor, disadvantaged, and disenfranchised people. Thank you. We up out of here. Michael, thank you for the great board work, man. And my girl Nina, thank you, boss. I got to get my What Up Though t-shirt with the big fella. I'm out. See you tomorrow.